My dear friend, have you ever wondered why, in a world so full, we still feel empty inside? We have more comforts than any generation before us, yet we rarely feel true peace within. We stay busy all day, but at night, the heart still feels a nameless void. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Peace has always been within our hearts, yet most of us keep searching for it outside. We compare ourselves to others, postpone our dreams, and let fear decide how we live. But what if a single small morning habit could transform your entire day? And if repeated, could it transform your entire life? In this video, we will explore 12 morning habits inspired by Buddhist wisdom, helping you nurture stillness, strengthen your spirit, and begin each day with true meaning. This is not just theory, but practical steps you can apply the very next morning. And at the end of the journey, I will share a special message, a bonus lesson, that may change the way you see patience and inner strength. Are you ready? If so, let's begin right now. Lesson 1. Let go of comparison. Rediscover your own worth. Imagine this. One morning you pick up your phone, scroll through social media, and see a stream of polished images. A friend just got promoted, another shows off a beach vacation, someone else flaunts a perfect body after months of training. In that moment, their joy becomes the measure of your lack. You ask yourself, what have I done with my life? This is the endless cycle of comparison. We keep running toward the horizon, yet never arrive. The Buddha called this dukkha, dissatisfaction, the suffering that arises when we forget our own unique path. Look at nature. Have you ever seen the sun compete with the moon? One shines during the day, the other lights up the night. They do not compete because each has its role in making the world whole. So why do we keep forcing ourselves to chase someone else's light? Comparison is like a distorted mirror. It makes us see ourselves only through others' shadows, forgetting our own worth. The truest path is to compare only with who we were yesterday. The real question should be, have I taken even one small step forward today compared to yesterday? The first morning secret is to transform comparison into gratitude. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Don't overthink it. It could be a warm cup of tea, a restful night of sleep, or the gentle light from your window. When you write them down, your mind shifts from what I lack back to what I already have. Another practice, cleanse your digital space. If certain accounts make you feel small, unfollow or mute them. Don't let your mind become a battlefield of comparisons. Let it be a garden filled with seeds of positivity. And don't forget to celebrate small wins. Did you finish a short workout? Did you drink enough water today? Did you say a kind word to someone you love? Every single one deserves celebration. Small steps create the long journey. There's a Buddhist story often told. The lotus never compares itself to the bamboo, And the bamboo never compares itself to the lotus. Each grows in its own way, together making the garden beautiful. Humans are the same. When you stop comparing, you allow yourself to bloom in your own rhythm. So ask yourself, if today I only focused on my own path, how differently would I see life? The answer lies in your own experience. And that answer will open the door to a lighter morning, a more peaceful heart, and the deep knowing that my true worth never depends on anyone else. Lesson 2. No excuses. Act even before you're ready. Have you noticed this? Every time we stand before something important, our mind quickly finds reasons to delay. I'm too busy right now. I'm not good enough yet. I'll wait until I'm more prepared. It sounds reasonable, but in truth, these are only subtle traps created by fear. Excuses don't keep us safe. They only build more walls around our potential. Imagine a climber standing at the base of a towering mountain. They could easily list endless reasons. It's too cold, too windy, too high. But the mountain doesn't care. It simply stands, challenging courage. And only when the climber takes small steps forward do they truly begin moving toward the peak. The Buddha once said, "You are your own master. Who else could be?" He reminded us that no one else can carry the responsibility for our lives. Excuses are simply ways we run away from that responsibility. Be honest with yourself. In the past week, how many excuses have you made? No time to exercise. Not confident enough to speak up. Too afraid to start a new project. Every excuse is like a chain, keeping you in the same place. But here's a simple truth. You don't need to be ready to start. You need to start in order to become ready. The second morning secret is daring to act, no matter how small the step. Write down one action you can do today, something that takes just 10 minutes. Not a perfect plan, just a beginning. For example, if you want better health, start with a 10-minute walk. If you want to write a book, write the first 5 sentences. The key is breaking the chain of delay. Another useful practice is to change the question. Instead of saying, "I don't have time," ask, "Can I give 5 minutes to this?" Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," ask, "What could I learn if I tried?" Questions open doors, while excuses close them. And never forget the power of accountability. When you share your goal with a friend, you create a safety line. Each time you want to quit, they'll remind you why you began. This encouragement is like the rope for a climber. It keeps you steady when the path gets steep. Remember, success doesn't come from the absence of obstacles, but from how you choose to face them. The mountain will not lower itself. You must climb step by step. As the Buddhist saying goes, a mountain is conquered one step at a time, not by blaming its height. So instead of waiting for the perfect day, create it through action. One small step today could become the turning point of your life. Pause for a moment and ask, if I stopped making excuses, What could I do right now? That answer is the key, and it's already in your hands. Lesson 3. Observe yourself. Write it down each day. Imagine a blacksmith. Before he begins forging, he sharpens the blade, cleans his tools, and carefully prepares every detail. He knows that if his tools are dull, the final product will never be perfect. Your life is the same. You are the craftsman, and your mind and habits are the tools. If you don't refine them daily, they grow rusty, stagnant, and hold you back from your true potential. The Buddha once said, "As a man sharpens a knife to remove its rust, so must he refine his mind to remove its imperfections." It means that to find peace, we must constantly observe and wash away the dust of ignorance. But how often do you take time to truly look at yourself? Most of us live as if running endlessly on a wheel, repeating the same routines, then wondering why nothing changes. The answer is simple. We don't spend enough time observing. The third morning habit is writing it down to truly see yourself. Start with a small notebook. Each night before bed, take 5 minutes to answer 3 questions. 1. What did I do well today? 2. Where could I have done better? 3. What will I improve tomorrow? At first, it may seem too simple, almost pointless. But be patient. As your words accumulate week after week, month after month, you'll notice something powerful. Patterns in yourself begin to emerge. Maybe you'll see that whenever stressed, you forget to drink water or become easily irritated. Maybe you'll discover you work best in the morning, but waste too much time on your phone at night. This observation isn't for blaming yourself, but for understanding and adjusting. It's like a mirror. Without it, you'd never know there's dust on your face. But once you see it, you simply wipe it off. No anger, no judgment, just cleaning. Another way to observe yourself is by practicing mindfulness during the day. When eating, ask, am I truly savoring each bite, or just rushing through? When speaking, ask, is this word coming from kindness or from irritation? One small question can break the autopilot mode, bringing you back to yourself. You know, what hurts people most is not failure itself, but not knowing why they failed. They keep repeating the same mistake, expecting a different result. But when you write and observe, you start to see the cause, and that gives you the key to change. Try it tonight. Put pen to paper and write, what did I do well today? Maybe the answer is as simple as, I smiled at a stranger. But it's these small things that nourish the soul. Then write, what will I improve tomorrow? Maybe it's drinking 1 extra glass of water, or taking at least 5 minutes in the morning just to breathe deeply. Small improvements, repeated daily, will build a new life. Remember, observation does not mean judgment. It simply means seeing clearly. And clarity itself is what frees you from endless cycles of ignorance. Ask yourself at the end of the day, Did I truly see myself today? If the answer is yes, you've already taken a step forward on the path of awakening. Lesson 4. Self-critique with compassion. Imagine a sculptor standing before a block of marble. He doesn't just see a heavy, lifeless stone. In his mind, he already envisions a beautiful statue. Each strike of the chisel is not destruction, but the removal of excess, so that true beauty can emerge. Our lives are the same. Inside each of us is a work of art waiting to be revealed. But to see it, we must dare to pick up the chisel of self-critique. When we hear the words self-critique, many think immediately of harsh criticism, blame, or self-punishment. But that is not the spirit of Buddhism. The Buddha once said, "You yourself must strive, the Buddhas only point the way." He did not tell us to torment ourselves, but to observe, acknowledge, and adjust. The problem is, most of us fall into two extremes. One is complete avoidance, afraid to look back, fearing our flaws. The other is drowning in heavy self-blame, wounding the heart further. The fourth morning habit is to practice self-critique with compassion. This means daring to face mistakes, but not equating them with your worth. Imagine teaching a child to walk. When they stumble, would you scold them as stupid? Or would you gently lift them up, encouraging them to try again? It is the same with yourself. Each mistake is just a stumble, not a life sentence. You can begin with a small ritual each weekend. Set aside 15 minutes. Sit down with a cup of tea and write 3 things. 1. What did I not do well? 2. What did I learn from it? 3. How will I do it differently next week? Be specific. Don't just write, "I failed." Instead, write, "I didn't listen carefully when someone was sharing." Specifics turn critique into direction, not condemnation. And after writing, always close with encouragement. For example, "I am learning to listen more deeply, and I will improve." That is compassion for yourself. Buddhism teaches that clinging to mistakes only increases suffering. When we learn to release them, mistakes become the steps that lift us higher. There is a short story. A student once asked his master, "I feel I have made too many mistakes. How can I progress?" The master smiled. "When you walk on wet sand, your footprints appear clearly. But when the wind comes, the footprints disappear. Mistakes are the same. What matters is that you keep walking. So don't be afraid to examine yourself. But do it with kind eyes, not with a sharp blade. Week by week, you'll feel lighter, slowly becoming a better version of yourself. Ask yourself right now, if I looked at myself with gentleness instead of judgment, what could I change? The answer may surprise you. Because often, compassion is the most powerful force that moves us forward. Lesson 5. Always progress. Failure is feedback. Picture an archer standing in an open field. He draws his bow, releases the first arrow. and it misses the bullseye. He doesn't throw away the bow, nor does he curse the target. Instead, he adjusts his stance, takes a deeper breath, and tries again. With each shot, the arrow moves closer to the mark. That is the spirit of progress. Not a perfect leap, but small adjustments, repeated again and again. The Buddha once said, "Without effort, nothing can be achieved." Effort does not mean exhausting yourself, but staying persistent, refusing to quit when failure arrives. The problem is, many people see failure as the end. They let a single mistake define their entire journey. But the truth is the opposite. Every failure is a mirror. If you dare to look into it, it shows what needs to be adjusted, what must be changed, to bring you closer to your goal. Think back to your last failure. Maybe it was a project that didn't succeed, a plan that fell apart, or a relationship that ended. How did you respond? Did you drown in self-blame? Or did you treat it as a lesson? The fifth morning habit is to see failure as feedback. Each time you stumble, write down 3 things. 1. What did I learn from this failure? 2. How will I try again differently? 3. What small step can I take today? That way, failure is no longer a period, but a comma, opening the next chapter. Do you know why many successful people don't fear failure? Because they understand that failure is part of the training. Just like the archer keeps shooting, each miss makes the next shot more precise. Start small. If you want to build strength, do 10 push-ups today. Tomorrow, try 11. The next day, 12. Failing to reach the number is not the problem. The problem is whether you adjust and keep going. Here's something important. Celebrate your failures too. Because failure proves you dared to act. The one who never fails is the one who never dares to try. The Buddha taught about right effort. Not blind striving, but mindful effort in the right direction. When you fail, ask yourself, is my effort moving in the right direction? If yes, keep going. If not, adjust. Remember, one missed arrow is not a disaster. It is only a reminder to aim again. And each adjustment brings you closer to the bullseye of your life. So next time you fail, don't ask, why am I so worthless? Ask, what feedback did life just give me? That answer will lead you to a new action and a new step forward. Lesson 6. Sacrifice comfort. Step out of the safe zone. Imagine a butterfly inside its cocoon. Within it, it is safe, warm, and familiar. But if the butterfly stays in that comfort forever, it will never know the sky. Only when it bravely breaks through the hard shell do its wings unfold and its journey of flight begins. Our lives are the same. The comfort zone is an invisible cocoon. It gives us ease, but it also locks away our greatest potential. The Buddha once said, "No lotus blooms without mud. No lotus can blossom without passing through the mud. And just like you, if you want to rise, you must be willing to endure difficulty, willing to sacrifice temporary comfort. But the truth is, in modern life, we are too wrapped in convenience. The alarm rings. We hit snooze for 5 more minutes. Bored, we scroll endlessly on our phones to pass the time. Tired, we choose entertainment over finishing important work. All of these are cocoons named comfort. The 6th morning habit is to consciously step outside your safe zone. Start with the smallest thing. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Use that time to meditate, do a few yoga stretches, or write down your goals for the day. It's only 30 minutes, but it is a declaration to yourself. I choose growth over ease. It's not only about waking up. Sacrificing comfort could mean skipping a party to spend time learning a new skill. It could mean daring to enter a difficult conversation instead of staying silent. It could mean exercising, even when your body resists. Each time you choose the hard thing over the easy one, you train your willpower. Each time you step out, you stretch the cocoon a little wider. Think about this. What happens if tomorrow you keep choosing ease? A month from now, a year from now, you may still be in the same place. But if tomorrow you choose difficulty, even just one small step, a year from now, you will stand in a completely different place. There is a story often told. A young man asked his teacher, "I want to grow, but I fear hardship." The teacher gave him a seed and said, "If you keep it in your pocket, it will remain just a seed. But if you bury it in the soil, let it face sun, rain, and wind, it will become a great tree." Comfort is the pocket. It keeps you intact, but it also keeps you small. Only by daring to enter the mud can you grow into a strong tree that offers shade. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice for growth? It might be 30 minutes of extra sleep. It might be hours of mindless shows. It might be the false safety of silence. Whatever the answer, it is right as long as you begin. Remember, the butterfly cannot fly without breaking the cocoon. The lotus cannot bloom without rising from the mud. And you cannot discover your strongest self if you remain forever in comfort. Lesson 7. Let go of fear, ego, and the need for praise. Imagine a small bird perched on a branch. It grips tightly, trembling in fear of the wind. It doesn't realize its wings are strong enough to soar. Fear holds it back. Ego whispers, "It's safer here." And the desire for praise from other birds keeps it from trying. Have you ever been like that bird? Knowing you have potential, but too afraid of failure to take the first step. Or clinging to ego, refusing to listen or change. Or working only for recognition, craving a compliment, a nod of approval. The Buddha once said, "Attachment is the root of suffering. Clinging to fear, to ego, to craving is the root of pain." As long as we grip tightly, we remain bound. Only when we release can we truly fly free. Let's look closely at these three chains. First, fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. But ask yourself, how many opportunities have you missed because of fear? Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Ask, what if I grow? Second, ego. The ego whispers that you're always right. It doesn't want to admit mistakes, doesn't want to learn, because it fears losing face. But true strength lies in softness. Like bamboo, its flexibility is what makes it stand tall through storms. Third, the need for praise. We all enjoy recognition. But if we live only for applause, we lose our inner freedom. One day, someone praises us, we're happy. Another day, someone criticizes us, we're miserable. Our lives become controlled by the words of others. So how do we let go? Step one is awareness. Each time fear arises, pause and write it down. On paper, fear loses its power. Each time ego surfaces, ask, is this truth or just my pride? Each time you crave praise, return to this, am I satisfied with my own effort? Step two is practice. Do one small thing without seeking validation. Post nothing just for likes. Do a good deed without telling anyone. Try something that scares you just to prove fear doesn't control you. Step three is replacement. Instead of craving praise, focus on the value you bring. Instead of clinging to ego, cling to gratitude. Instead of holding on to fear, hold on to faith in your ability to learn and grow. There is a Buddhist story. A little bird clung to a branch throughout the rainy season. It trembled, too afraid to fly. One day, the branch broke. In that terrifying moment, the bird realized how strong its wings truly were. It soared above the storm, and from then on, it was never afraid again. Fear, ego, and praise, they are all just branches. You don't need to hold on, because you already have wings to fly. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what is holding me back, fear, ego, or craving? And dare to take one small step to release it. When you do, you will feel lighter, freer, and truly able to soar. Lesson 8. Focus on the one most important thing. Have you ever held a magnifying glass under the sun? When it moves aimlessly, the light scatters, weak and powerless. But when held steady on one point, the light becomes strong enough to ignite a flame. Your energy works the same way. Scattered across dozens of small tasks, you stay busy all day, but rarely move far. But when you focus on what matters most, you can create a breakthrough. The Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it." It means, find the work that truly matters in your life, then pour your whole being into it. But in modern life, distractions are everywhere. Phone notifications, incoming emails, social media, and urgent but unimportant tasks consume your day. You end the night exhausted, yet with little that feels meaningful accomplished. The 8th morning habit is to choose one most important thing for the day and give it your full focus. Try this simple exercise. Each morning, write down the question, if I could only complete one thing today, which would bring the most meaning? Then give that task absolute priority. Don't start with a list of 10. Just one. For example, if you're building your health, maybe it's a 30-minute workout. If you're growing your career, maybe it's writing that plan or making one important call. If you're nurturing your spirit, maybe it's sitting in meditation. To keep focus, create a quiet space. Turn off notifications, clear your desk. Take 3 deep breaths before you begin. These small acts are like pulling weeds before planting seeds. They help your mind give itself wholly to one task. Think of a marathon runner. They don't sprint in every direction. They choose one path, then stay steady step by step. If you want to reach your finish line, learn to be that steady. You can also try the 90 golden minutes in the morning. Right after waking up, dedicate 60-90 minutes to your most important task before the outside world interrupts with emails and messages. When your mental energy is highest, you'll create extraordinary results. And don't forget presence. Focus is not just removing distractions, it's being fully here in the moment. When you work, truly work. When you're with loved ones, truly be there, not lost in tomorrow's worries. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself, if I could do just one thing today, what would make me feel content as I go to sleep? That answer is the flame focus, your magnifying glass on it. Remember, the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one is the ability to focus on what truly matters. Lesson 9. Nurture compassion for yourself and others. Imagine a river. It is not loud, not forceful, yet day by day, it steadily carves its way through mountains. Over time, that gentle water wears down even the hardest stone. True strength does not always come from fierceness, but often from gentleness. In Buddhism, compassion is the foundation of happiness and inner strength. The Buddha once said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." Hatred cannot erase hatred. Only love can. And yet, isn't it strange? We often find it easier to show kindness to others while being harsh with ourselves. We forgive our friends' mistakes, but torment ourselves for even the smallest slip. We think self-blame makes us stronger, but in truth, only compassion allows healing and growth. The 9th morning habit is to begin the day with compassion. You can try a simple ritual. Stand in front of a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say, "I forgive yesterday's mistakes. Today, I begin again with love." These words are not slogans, but seeds of love planted at dawn. Then extend that compassion outward. Send a short message, wishing you a peaceful day, or simply smile at a stranger on the street. Small acts, but they ripple warmth throughout the day. There is another beautiful image in Buddhist teaching, the invisible backpack. Every time we hold on to self-blame, anger, or hatred, we add another stone to the pack. The more we carry, the heavier we become. But when we choose compassion, we gently set a stone down. Each morning, if you forgive yourself and others, your backpack becomes lighter and your steps more peaceful. Compassion also builds lasting relationships. Think about it. When you listen to someone with empathy instead of judgment, they feel understood. When you encourage instead of criticize, they gain the strength to continue. These invisible bonds are life's greatest treasures. Remember, compassion is not weakness. On the contrary, it requires great courage. It is much easier to react with anger. It is far harder to choose forgiveness and understanding. But it is that harder choice that makes you truly strong. One morning, ask yourself, how can I be kinder to myself today? And then, what small act can I do to be gentler with others? The answers need not be grand. Maybe it's allowing yourself a few extra minutes of rest when you're tired. Maybe it's listening fully to someone without interrupting. These simple things, repeated daily, become the strength of compassion. Let your morning be the starting point of a circle of love. From yourself to your family, to your friends, to the world. And when that happens, you'll see you are not only transforming your own life, but helping heal the world around you. Lesson 10. Rebirth yourself, shedding old habits. Imagine a snake shedding its skin. In the process, it must squeeze through narrow spaces, rubbing against surfaces to strip away the old layer. It is not a pleasant experience. But without it, the snake would remain trapped in hardened skin, unable to grow any further. Our lives are the same. We often cling to old habits, outdated beliefs, simply because they feel familiar. They bring a sense of safety, but they also imprison our growth. The Buddha once said, "Change is never painful, only resistance to change is painful." Change itself does not bring suffering. It is our resistance to change that creates pain. The 10th morning habit is to dare to shed the old skin to be reborn. Begin with a small exercise. Each morning, write down one old habit that holds you back. It could be hitting snooze. It could be checking your phone the moment you wake up. It could be the pessimism that returns every morning before work. Then, write down one new habit you want to replace it with. For example, instead of reaching for your phone, sit and take 2 minutes of deep breathing. The point is not to change everything at once, but to shift little by little, day by day. Just as the snake slowly sheds its old skin. Remember, change will feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. But that is a good sign, because if it feels too easy, it means you're still within the familiar zone. There is another metaphor, the old shirt. As a child, you may have loved a shirt, but as you grew, it became too tight, no longer fitting. If you insist on wearing it, you cannot move freely. So why keep wearing the old shirt of your mind? One practice is the morning release ritual. Before starting your day, write down one thing you choose to let go of. It could be, "Today I let go of judgment," or "Today I release the fear of being judged." Writing it down becomes a declaration, giving you courage to step out of the old shell. And for rebirth to last, you must nurture the new skin. That means replacing the old habit with a healthier one. If you release sleeping in late, replace it with light exercise. If you let go of checking your phone first thing, replace it with 5 minutes of silent meditation. Let your morning become a symbol of rebirth. Each new day is a chance to leave behind yesterday's skin and step forward lighter, freer. Ask yourself, what old shirt of the past am I still wearing? And am I ready to take it off? The answer will open the door to a new you, freer, stronger, and truly living your full potential. Lesson 11. Trust the process. Be patient with the seed. Imagine planting a seed into the soil. On the first day, you water it, but nothing appears. On the second day, still silence. On the third day, the ground remains bare. You may think, perhaps the seed has died. But in truth, beneath the surface, life is quietly unfolding. Tiny roots are reaching out, searching for nourishment. And then, one morning, a green sprout unexpectedly breaks through. The Buddha once said, "What you plant now, you will harvest later. What you sow today will become tomorrow's fruits." But only if you are patient with the process. In life, we are often impatient. We want instant results. We want the perfect body after 1 week of training. We want mastery of a skill after 1 month of practice. We want inner peace after just a few meditation sessions. But the truth is, everything precious takes time. Like the seed, success needs roots to anchor and shoots to rise. The 11th morning habit is to trust the process and practice patience. Start with a small commitment. Repeat one good practice for 21 days. It could be writing in a gratitude journal, sitting in meditation for 5 minutes, or doing a short exercise routine. At first, the changes may seem tiny, almost invisible. But after 3 weeks, you will notice a clearer mind, a stronger body, and a steadier spirit. Another way to cultivate patience is to shift focus from results to the process. Instead of asking, "When will I succeed?" ask, "Did I stay true to the process today?" Consistency creates results, not restless expectation. There is a Buddhist parable. A student once asked his teacher impatiently, "How long will it take for me to reach enlightenment?" The teacher replied, 10 years. The student exclaimed, "What if I focus twice as hard?" The teacher smiled, "Then 20 years. The lesson: the more impatient you are, the longer the journey becomes. Patience is like a river. It does not rush, yet it is the very thing that reaches the ocean. Each morning, remind yourself, "Today, I will plant one small seed." Don't worry about how fast it grows. Just care for it with consistency. One day, your life's garden will be full of blossoms and fruit. Ask yourself, do I have the patience to wait for my seed to sprout? If the answer is yes, you already carry within you the greatest strength to transform your life. Lesson 12. Live fully in the present. Turn each day into a gift. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. In that instant, you can feel your heartbeat, your breath, and the life flowing within you. This is the present moment, the gift life is offering you. Yet most of us miss it. The mind runs back to the past with regret, or races ahead into the future with worry. Rarely do we truly live in the now. The Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." Peace is not in tomorrow, nor in yesterday. It can only be found in this very moment. Think of a journey of 1,000 miles. You cannot take 1,000 steps at once. You can only take one step at a time, and the way you take each step shapes the journey. The 12th morning habit is to live fully in the present. You can begin with a simple ritual. The moment you wake up, spend 1 minute sitting in stillness. Breathing in, you know you are breathing in. Breathing out, you know you are breathing out. No forcing, no striving. Just being with the breath. You can also practice mindfulness in everyday activities. When drinking tea, just drink tea. Feel the warmth, savor the fragrance. When walking, just walk. Feel each step on the earth, the wind brushing your skin. When listening to a loved one, just listen. No judgment, no rush to reply. At first, your mind will wander. You'll think of tasks, appointments, unfinished business. That is perfectly normal. Each time you notice, gently return to the breath. Each return is practice in living the present. Living fully in the present also means receiving each day as a gift. You don't need to wait for a great achievement to be happy. You can find joy today in a smile, a ray of sunlight, a quiet moment. There is a Zen story. A man walking in the forest comes across a ripe strawberry on a cliffside. Even with danger close, he plucks it, tastes it, and smiles. So sweet. That moment reminds us happiness is not in controlling everything, but in savoring what we have right now. Each morning, ask yourself, what moment today will I cherish as a gift? It could be 5 minutes on the porch watching the sunrise. It could be a simple, nourishing breakfast. It could be the embrace of a loved one. Don't let tomorrow's worries steal today's joy. For when you live fully in the present, you realize each day is a gift, precious and unrepeatable. Try it tomorrow morning. Before starting your tasks, take one deep breath and smile. Remind yourself, I don't need to wait for the future to be happy. I can be happy right now. And when the day ends, be grateful that you have lived fully in each moment. That is the most precious gift you can ever give yourself. My dear friend, we have journeyed together through 12 morning habits, nourished by Buddhist wisdom and grounded in everyday life. It may feel like a lot, but if you look closely, they all circle back to 3 great paths: letting go, discipline, compassion. First, letting go. You learn to release comparison and see your own worth. You let go of excuses and take steps forward even before you feel ready. You shed the old skin to be reborn. And above all, you let go of fear, ego, and the hunger for praise to reclaim inner freedom. Letting go does not mean losing. It means opening space for the new to bloom. Second, discipline. It's when you choose to observe yourself each day, writing down reflections to see yourself more clearly. It's when you dare to self-critique with compassion, turning mistakes into lessons instead of wounds. It's when you treat failure as feedback, adjusting and moving closer to your goal. It's when you sacrifice comfort, rise earlier, and step outside your comfort zone to grow. And most importantly, it's when you focus on one essential task, channeling all your energy into it like sunlight through a lens. Discipline is not about force, but the art of living with intention. Third, compassion. You learn to be kind to yourself, forgiving yesterday's mistakes and encouraging yourself to keep walking. You also extend compassion to others. A blessing, a smile, a moment of deep listening. Compassion lightens the invisible backpack, turns hatred into love, and connects you to others through understanding. Together, these three paths form a simple map. Let go of what no longer serves. Practice discipline to strengthen your spirit. Nurture compassion to heal and connect. You don't need to practice all 12 habits at once. Just choose one small thing to begin tomorrow morning. Maybe writing 3 gratitudes. Maybe 5 minutes of meditation. Maybe waking up 15 minutes earlier. Small steps, yet enough to open a new doorway. And remember, the greatest change does not come from a giant leap, but from the small steps repeated each day. Every morning you plant a seed. Every morning you set down one stone from your backpack. Every morning you lay another brick on the path to happiness. In the end, you will realize peace is not somewhere far away, but already here within the habits you nurture each day. Your journey doesn't need to begin with giant steps, but simply with one small morning habit. Remember, you're not in a race with anyone. You only need to move closer to the best version of yourself. If these reflections touched you, leave a comment. Tomorrow morning I will begin with and share the habit you choose. Don't forget to subscribe so we can continue to nurture peace and wisdom together each and every day. Because every morning is a new beginning, and you deserve a beginning that is whole and true.